It's starting to get rather dry up in the mountains above Liberty Lake, so I decided to dig a small hole in the draw where the cameras are located to see what kind of animal activity I might be able to capture. And immediately I had lots of small birds enjoying the water, especially this robin who really gets into it. It seems like he goes completely under at times. And his young porcupine goes by. He looks very young. And the next day, I think this is Mama. It's a large one. And I think this is a barred owl. I was excited to capture my first owl with the trail camera. I think it's a barred owl because he has no tufts on the top of his head, and he's about the right size. Barred owls are fairly common. You'll see this coyote later on in the video when he goes by the upper camera. The upper camera is only about 60 feet above this camera. And the common raven stopped by for a drink. Ravens are very common up there. They're always scavenging the cougar and coyote kills. And in this clip, you can hear the nuthatch and the raven in the background calling as the squirrel goes by the little hole. And here's the star of our show. This is an older bear. I think it's a male because there's no cubs in tow. And he stops for a noisy drink. And then he's going to proceed up the draw to the other camera. And up at the other camera, I have got a image of a cougar located near the camera. At any rate, the bear comes up to the camera, and you can see him coming up here, and he sees that image, and then he reacts. He doesn't like the look of those eyes staring at him. And just like the cub from last week, he spends a bit of time assessing the situation. He's a little bit confused. So he sniffs around and looks around, and finally he goes up to the image, which unfortunately you can't see here in the frame, but he ends up destroying it. And I think he actually ate about half of it because I couldn't find the entire image when I got up to the camera. He takes his time here, and after he gets done destroying the image that I had printed, he goes up to the camera and sniffs it and even fogs up the lens. But fortunately, he didn't chew up the camera. It's quite common for trail cameras to get chewed up by bears, but he didn't cause any damage besides steaming up the lens at one point. I put up the image of the cougar to try to get a reaction from a mountain lion if they were to come by, because I understand that mountain lions react to images just the same way house cats do. And this coyote that you saw earlier, he also reacted to the image. He kind of took a second look at it and then sniffs it, and then he proceeds on down the draw to get the drink that you saw earlier. This is a Steller's jay. There's been quite a few of them stopping by the trail cameras this year. Although in prior years I never did see them. This snowshoe hare is turned to his summer brown color. He's being very wary. He's being careful because the bobcat is in the same area hunting for a evening meal. Here he is up at the third camera, and then he walks down to the middle camera where you just saw the snowshoe hare. Here's a short-tailed weasel going by. I always have to use slow motion because they're moving so fast. It's hard to get a good video to put on a YouTube video. And the ruffed grouse have been doing a lot of drumming up there this spring. Here's a beautiful male. And the remainder of this YouTube video will be the courtship behaviors and sweet sounds that they make to each other. So go ahead and enjoy that, and thank you for watching.